Welcome back to Online Darts, everyone. Here we are, very special announcement for MDA Promotions. We've got Matt Ward and Ricky Evans, which gives it away slightly.
Yep.
Matt, you've just signed Ricky to your stable.
Yes.
Just sum up how you're feeling for us.
Oh well, yeah, I've known Ricky for what, 10 years?
Possibly,
10 years. And when he came onto the tour, I did actually tweet him, and he probably forgot now. I direct messaged him, and obviously you do remember.
I do.
And we never took it on. But at the time, we're just in pipe, and the funds weren't. I couldn't guarantee that if they both lost every game, we could take them on. So I didn't really want to take any risk back then, and so it never happened. And Ricky went with Nevada, and obviously he's had a successful 6 or 7 years up to world number 24 is Iris, I think, the highest 24,
yeah,
6 PDC finals, and obviously a few weeks ago, him and John parted company, and I saw the message, and I flicked him a text, and a few weeks later here we are, which is, Ricky's a great player. He's got loads of talent, maybe untapped. Maybe the next few years he can dedicate himself and get into the top 8, because I believe he's got potential to be that good.
Ricky, for you, obviously, we saw your social media post a long time with John and Jackie at Nevada. Was that a difficult decision to go to Pastures New?
Yeah, it was mutual, so we left on good terms. Just, I'm going to miss them, but I want to play darts, and it's nice to, hopefully Matt can make me higher ranked person.
I'm guessing Matt wasn't the only offer on the table, so what made you go with Matt and MDA?
Good
Just
looks.
because I was going to say good looks, but I've known him a long, and he cracks me up. He's very funny, I would say he's knowledgeable, but I wouldn't say that. But yeah, he's I know him away from darts as well a bit, and he seems to, his players are the close bond they have, and I just thought I'll have some of that.
I'm guessing for you it's important to have a stable management team behind you. That's why you were with Nevada for so long, and I'm guessing you want the same sort of process with MDA, nice, smooth, just longevity.
Yeah, that's the plan, hopefully. I need someone behind me just give me, not grief, but telling me what to do, because I'm a lazy.
Lazy's the word I'd use.
I'm a lazy person for practicing, but the last month or so I've been practicing a lot more at the club, and hopefully good things are coming, because I want it again, because I had a couple of years where I was, like I said, lazy, and I'm starting to get a bit more drive back.
Do you know when you've lost that drive that something needs to change then, that just whether it's management, darts or whatever, you just need something to flick to switch that gear back, and has Matt given you that?
Normally I just change my darts if I need a bit of drive, and it never works. I normally lose a couple of first rounds, and I go back to my old darts. But I knew some. Well, I didn't think changing managers was what I needed, but it might work. I don't know. It's that's the plan. But it's something I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to representing his stable, and let's hope the results come.
Do you think Matt can also change your mindset to give you that extra 1 or 2% to move you first into the top 16?
Well, he's adamant it's going to work, so why not? It's worked for Daryl, so.
That was a weird person, really. I've never met anybody so selfish.
And I'm not.
Yeah, you're weird, different ways. That was so selfish, and that's what Ricky's got to be now. Can't be people pleasing. Got to be selfish and just put himself first. And darts, if you want to be where you get, like Darryl got to 3. I mean, he's having a bit of a rocky patch at the minute, but I've no doubts he'll get back up there. But you've got to put this above anything if you want to. And I've got players that are probably more talented than Darryl, but tunnel vision is what you need, and something clicks with a player sometimes. It's clicked with Devon. At the minute Devon's playing amazing, and something will click with players where you think, I want to be the best. Gezi 3 years ago it clicked, and I don't think Ricky's as good as anybody, so it's just down to him. He'll know if he puts it in or not.
So for you, Matt, what do you think you need to do to move Ricky on to the next stage?
Just get on his arse or on his bum. You can beat like that. Just always texting him, say, come on, you need to practice now, and maybe calm him down a little bit with his, he's a character, and you can't change that, but you need to differentiate between when it's time to be a bit of a laugh and focus on your darts, and I think that Ricky probably lost mixing between the two.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And so, just on his bum a lot, come on, practice now, maybe get him a set pattern of what to a routine on a pro tour and things, get there at a certain time. I'm not sure, we've not really spoke about that as much as we will, but I don't think there's much that needs change. He's talented and everything, and maybe just, I've noticed in his pro tours he loses a bit of stamina towards the last 16, and his averages dip from a 94 to a 79-80, and that's when he gets beat. If he can get over that game, I think he'll be able to go deep.
Just touching on something you said there, Ricky, and what Matt was saying about you didn't know where the line was between dart player and entertainer. Do you look back and regret some of the masks on stage and everything like that?
No, it's just me. Everyone away from darts knows I'm a character. I'm just a bit weird, a bit wonderful. Some people would say that, but it's just what I am. I'm giving my all on the board. Always will. It's just I like to make people laugh, really, and if that makes people come watch darts, like me, want to buy my stuff, then so be it. I'll carry on. But I don't think there's any mask that I've got behind it. It's covered up anyway.
Every mask you put on has been an improvement.
So. Ain't got one of you.
I don't think it needs to change a lot. I think people like Ricky are going to draw people in, but I think that it's hard to say really. But there is just a line slightly just to make sure that he concentrates on the darts when he's playing. You'll agree with that?
No, definitely, yeah.
He's got a great walk on, which I picked as well, I think, a few years ago.
You were the first person to get it, so it's your fault.
YMCA, yeah. I'd have walked out if I was a professional darts player. That's what I'd have walked out to. But I think just a little tweaks that he needs to do. Maybe get a little bit fitter as well.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Do with that.
Yeah, lose a little bit of weight.
All my clothes fit though.
Yeah, no, we'll just buy new clothes. It's right. When you win a TV, we can buy new clothes.
I'll borrow some of Pallet's clothes.
Yeah, borrow some pallets.
Yeah,
That'd be too baggy, wouldn't they?
Yeah, a bit big for me.
Yeah, I'll say. I think just little tweaks that maybe, I always say with managing players, it's like, you're not a team. I don't like the word team. I see the word team, and I'm not going to have a problem with people using it. It's just the fact that manage individuals and we all get on. It's just lucky that we all get on. It's just luck. It's not like design. Like Cowell's joined up and he's funny and everybody loves him, and we've got Willie and everybody loves him. But if they didn't get on, it wouldn't matter to me. It's a team of a group of individuals just happens to be sponsored and managed by me. That's how I look at it. I don't like the word team. I don't know. It just doesn't sit well. 'Cause it's not a team game. If they play each other, they're not going to be happy that they're playing each other. If one wins and loses, all on the same team. You're not.
I was going to ask you on that. I was going to say that when you're looking at players that you want to manage, obviously like Ricky, if someone, say Daryl, didn't get on with Ricky, would that deter you from signing anyone?
No. I mean, Daryl's pretty good. Daryl will always say he's good. You should.
Yeah, I use Daryl just because he's your top player within the stable.
No, not really. I mean, I had when I first started, a couple of players didn't get on and they fell out. But this is years ago now. But in the main, they've all got on. But it's usually personalities. I look at personalities as well because I have to get on with them because I can't, even if the best player in the world. If I didn't get on with them, it's a waste of time because our personalities will clash. Because I'm definitely Marmite and people a lot more 60-30, 60-40 the other way, or 70-30. That people probably hate me or they like me, which I've got no problem with because I know what I'm like. That's me all the way through. I don't put a mask on or anything. I'm not pretending to be somebody else. So for me, it doesn't deter me if they don't get on. At the end of the day, I'm just looking after them the best I can, and the fact that they're going to play each other one time. They're going to have to hate each other then anyway, so it just sometimes it's nice if you want to go for dinner and you haven't got to worry about, I'll have dinner with him and lunch with him, you know what I mean, because you don't want to upset anybody. But no, Ricky was with us in Germany because we were playing FIFA and things, and
we saw on social media your little live streams on Facebook.
Because you had good Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's it, we had good Wi-Fi. We upset a lot of people because we were that loud as well. The next day everybody saying, can you shut up?
I suppose, Ricky, the same question for you is, would you have signed for a management team if there was people in the stable that you didn't like? Even though it's an individual sport, obviously you're still going to have to spend some sort of time with them. So did that have any, or would that have had any bearing if there was anyone in Matt's stable that you didn't particularly like?
No, it's just like he said, you're gonna have to play them probably. Well, I've played Darryl twice in the match play already, and most TV
Who won?
events. He's won the 2 match plays. I've done him in the Euros a couple of years ago.
Who won the Euro final?
Distance.
Oh, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm quite like anyone anyway, so I don't think there's anyone on tour I dislike. At times people I hate people because they beat me or whatever, but yeah, it's just, I would yeah, like you said, I wouldn't sign for someone if I didn't like. Yeah, I'd sign for it. If I hated everyone in his team, I'd still sign for him if I knew Matt was gonna push me, and that's all it's about.
But that, to be fair, that Euro final, had he not took out that 96,
I was going to win.
I think he'd have won. Yeah, Darryl says that. He said if he'd gone last leg,
I was in a good place.
He was closing in. I know he had the darts, but
it was good. Yeah, it's good.
Pooing my pants.
Just out of interest, when negotiations were going on, was one of the questions from you, Matt, do you like Nando's, Ricky?
Looking at him, he does.
Lose weight, Ricky. Yeah.
No, I'm shaming you to lose weight. No, I mean, I don't know. Do you like Nando's?
It's all right. Yeah, it's overpriced.
Well, I pay anyway. So
I'd say just get used to it because we see from Matt's social media that on darts days he does spend a lot of time in Nando's in the afternoon.
I was always a curry man with Nevada, and I like a curry.
Well, yeah,
They always treated me to curries, bless them.
That's why you fall out with Darryl, because all Darryl eats is steak and Nando's.
I don't mind a steak.
So it's usually a case of at Premier League, it doesn't matter. Like with the Coventry one, we had to go to just round the corner for Nando's, and Jamie don't like spicy food, so that's the reason he lost apparently.
Oh.
But they both lost.
So going back to the relationship and darts for you, Matt, how long before you can help guide Ricky to where you think he should be?
Well, I can only advise him really.
That's why I said guide him to where
yeah,
you think he should be.
I can only tell him, ask him what to do and say, I think this will work, and he might disagree, but it's all down to Ricky now. Everything's that I'll take care of everything that needs to be took care of. Sponsors probably not at the moment with the way it is. It's going to be difficult, but for him, he knows what he's got to do. He's got the talent. He's got the tools. It's just a case of if he wants to. If it was a boxer, it's like, do you want to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and run and do that run and that? And the ones that do will succeed. And I think he will now. I think he's 30 now. He's no longer a kid. He's no longer a prospect. You know, most players are 30 years old. Michael Smith is only just turned 30 and he's already been in the three biggest finals there is in world darts. And, you know, he's similar talent to Ricky in my opinion. I think Ricky's just as good. Michael probably dedicates himself a bit more. That's the reason he's getting the results. But it's all down to Rick. I'll say, this is what I think you should do, and he'll have to do it if he wants to.
And for you, Rick, obviously moving forward, consistency is the key.
Oh, yeah.
And you touched on it earlier that you've chopped and changed darts between your target ones and your old ones. Is it about time now that you make the call and the other ones you give them to Matt or whatever out the way, so you can't go back to them?
This is one of them. I need to decide, stick with them for the year or whatever, and just plod on practice, because I can beat anyone with any dart. It's that. Like I said, I've got to finals with them with the target darts, so it's not like I'm playing bad with them. It's just confidence and consistency. Like I said earlier, I could average 79 one game, and then the game before I probably average 112 or something. It's just, I'm that kind of player. If I can just keep consistency, I can win events instead of bowing out in the board final, which I normally do.
It's routine will get in there. Having the same routine with every game. If you notice, sorry to put in there, but you watched Darryl's last 3 darts when he's warming up after 9 darts. Always the same 3 targets, just before he game on. So he knows this is the last 3 darts before game on. Just stuff like that, maybe set himself back a little bit before he throws, not being caught up to having a routine that he gets every time, 3 darts every time, repetition. And I think that's all Ricky needs, a little routine.
And for you, Ricky, obviously around Kettering, what's the dart scene like? And for your practicing, is it practice on your own, or have you got good practice partners around here that can move you on?
David Pallett on tour. Well, he is right now. We practice at the local every day normally, and I think he's brilliant, but he's struggled for the last couple of years, and I kind of hope he gets back into what he can do, because he's a TV semi-finalist, so he's obviously a good standard, and we push each other when we do practice. We do push each other, and when the leagues are back up open running, there's a few local good players, like young lads that have kind of not took under my wing, but they kind of practice and want to play with me because obviously I'm the big player around here. And yeah, they're getting better. They're getting county standard now, and they want to go to your development tours and your stuff like that. So which is quite good because before like they joined the team we play up here, they weren't as good. Well, obviously they weren't as good, but they weren't what they are now. They're proper players now. And well, the old boy I'm all about, Phil, he beats me a few times now. He's beat me a few times. His name. And yeah, it's not a bad place to be for darts around here. It's just, or sport in general, but it's yeah. Hopefully, me and Pallet can keep going because we want it.
Gentlemen, pleasure as always to sit down with you, and we look forward to what 2021 brings. Because
no COVID, hopefully.
Because 2020's not been great. I know we've got the world to look forward to, but hopefully 2021 will be great for the pair of you. Thanks very much, guys, as always.
Cheers, Phil. Thanks, Phil.
Thanks, Phil.